We're keeping it with the classics with kids' favorite lunches, but we are turning it up with some new ways to package them, as well as some helpful pairings that can make you feel great about the lunches that you are packing for your kids this back to school season. When kids love a food, why fight it? And chicken nuggets is absolutely one of those foods. And I'm gonna show you a really cute way to make it into a lunch that you could feel good about giving, and they're definitely gonna feel good about eating. So chicken nuggets make a perfect little portion size for your protein, and they just happen to fit perfectly on top of those golden round crackers like I have here. So rather than thinking about making your sandwiches using the traditional bread, you can definitely have some fun with this combination right here. Another good one is you can use a waffle fry as your kind of sandwich, and you could do something like lettuce, tomato, mayo, if you like that, with a little waffle fry smushed together. But we're gonna do little chicken parm bites. So I'm gonna take a serving of my chicken nuggets. And what I like about making chicken nuggets yourself, certainly that's something that you might find on the school menu as a lunch that they can buy. But the nice thing when you are purchasing it yourself, you can tailor things to your kids' needs. So if you have kids who are gluten-free, you can make sure to get a gluten-free coating. You can also get a whole grain or sometimes even a vegetable coating in those chicken nuggets. So when you're in control, it can be really simple, but you get to be in charge of the ingredients, which I think is a nice balance for being able to give your kids something that they're going to love, while also making sure that you're happy with the ingredients too. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to take our pasta, our marinara sauce. I'm just gonna put a little dollop on there and talk about something that your kids can get involved in. This is so simple, and you can definitely get them involved. And a lot of times, believe it or not, tomato paste on pizzas at school counts towards a vegetable, but this way you can actually be using this Wholesome Pantry organic tomato sauce and know that you're getting some lycopene, which is an antioxidant in a cooked tomato, and you know they're getting a nice source of that in your little chicken parm bites. Then I'm gonna use some of our Wholesome Pantry organic mozzarella, and we are just gonna sprinkle that on top. Now, if you're gonna cook these in the oven, put these on your tray first. If you're gonna do them in the air fryer, put them in the air fryer basket first, just so that way you can kind of cluster them together so that you get that nice little bulk of cheese, which is gonna help for it to brown up. And then you're just going to put these in the oven to cook it off, to brown the cheese and cook those chicken nuggets, or put it in the air fryer. And you end up with these perfect little chicken parm bites. How cute are these? I just think it's such a fun way to take flavors that kids like, to take an item like chicken nuggets that they enjoy and be able to customize it your own way so that it's something that they like and that you can feel good about. And like I said, lots of different ways to mix and match their favorite chicken sandwiches, chicken combinations, and make it their own. So make sure you make this for your kids' lunch. You'll be the most popular parent in the classroom. Let's talk about how to make a balanced lunch that your kids will actually want to eat. The way that you can do this is think about what it is that they like when it comes to building out all of the components. So let's start with our protein and carbohydrate, which is where the bulk of the lunch is gonna come from. And we're gonna do pizza bagels. Now, when it comes to picking out your bagel, there are a lot of different options, and I love taking a look at what innovation has brought us. So I have these plain awesome bagels, and these ones are great because they have some good protein, they have some good grains. They're made from whole grains, but they look like a plain bagel, which can be really great for getting your kids to have some of those nutrient-dense grains without it feeling like, you know, they're really getting them. Then I'm gonna put some marinara sauce on here. And while you may count this as a vegetable, half a cup of tomato sauce would count. I am going to show you some pairings that can go with this pizza bagel, so that way you can make sure that they're getting a little bit more nutrient density than just the tomato sauce, but it definitely does count. And then whether your child is dairy-free, there are some great dairy-free cheeses out there that you could take a look at. So I'm just gonna put that on there. This one melts really good. And then whether they eat meat or not, you could put some toppings. Maybe if they do like vegetables, you can do a mushroom and a pepper. Maybe they're adventurous and they like a Hawaiian pizza and you could do a little bit of ham and pineapple. This is where that customizing and letting them be part of the decision can really help in their likelihood of eating the thing that you're making. I think that if you really just talk to them, sometimes it can make a real difference with kids, just if they have a feeling that they're part of the decision. So I like to make these in the air fryer if you have one. Otherwise, you can just cook them off and then cover them with foil. I also have another bagel here. This one is gluten-free and vegan. This one is not gluten-free, so if you're looking for gluten-free, this is a good brand. Most of the gluten-free bagels you're going to find are going to be in the frozen section. So don't be discouraged if you go into your bread section and you're not finding the one you want. Check out frozen, which I think is great because then they're gonna last longer too. So even if you buy your gluten-free bagels that maybe don't go through as quickly, you can always freeze them so that you have them longer. And this I made with the plant-based mozzarella. And so you can see how nicely it melted. And it is something that is going to look like if you pack your kids lunch, they like what it looks like, something that they could get at the cafeteria that makes it feel fun for them. And let's talk about what you can pair it with. You're a cool mom or dad who made this pizza bagel. And then we have some vegetables that I'm telling you, you can get your kids on board with. So these are my favorite recommendations for the lunchbox. Mini peppers, grape tomatoes, baby carrots, and mini cucumbers. Now, I like this for two reasons. One reason is for the kids. The other reason is for the adults who are making the lunchbox. The reason I like it for kids is because these are handheld and they are something that they can dip, and dips are a great way to get kids involved in eating more produce, whether it's hummus, a yogurt-based ranch, or even their favorite dressing. Whatever works, that's what you want to use. So why I like it for adults is that you don't have to do any chopping. It's just a matter of washing your produce and putting it right in the lunchbox. So no need to chop. Even these peppers, these are fantastic for dipping. Lots of fun colors. They're getting their nutrients. And again, you can mix and match. So even if you have these on hand, you can vary it up. It doesn't have to be the same thing every day. But whatever vegetables your kids like, let them go with it. You're just happy that they're having them, and that is absolutely a win. So make your child's favorite and then pair it with one of these produce items, and you have a lunch that is ready to fuel them for the rest of the day. Sandwich sushi is great, but what about sandwich egg rolls? By replacing your 2 slices of bread with 1 egg roll sheet, you are turning lunch into something so fun and so much more portable. So I am gonna show you how to do it. Really, it's just about how you wrap these things. Anything you wanna put inside, your kid's favorite sandwich, it all works. So I am gonna do just some turkey and cheese for this first one. So all you wanna do is take however much you were gonna put in the middle of the sandwich anyway. And the thing I find people do with egg rolls is they underfill them, thinking that they're more delicate than they are. And while you have to be careful not to rip it, it's not quite as delicate as if you were working with a rice paper or something. The egg roll is pretty easy to stand up to some strength and some filling. All right, so I'm gonna put some turkey, some cheese in there. Like I said, whatever sandwich you want, that's what works. Now, this is the part you're gonna learn. This is how we make it into an egg roll. So you always wanna have a little water that you're gonna put along the outside because that's going to activate the little bit of flour to be like glue and holds everything together. So then we're going to take the 2 sides left and right, and you're going to fold them into each other. Then you're going to fold the bottom up like you're making an envelope. See, it looks like an envelope that's open. So after you fold that up, now you're gonna roll it. And you wanna just push it in and roll it tight as you go, and voila. You have your turkey and cheese sandwich egg roll. Let's make another one with a little bit of a different vibe. So let's do a peanut butter or sunflower butter and banana sandwich. I always like to, when I remember to use the sunflower seed butter when I'm making back to school lunches, since I know a lot of schools are peanut free. All right, so I'm using some organic strawberry jelly. I have about a quarter, third of a banana. And then we're gonna do that's 2 tablespoons or so of the sunflower butter. Okay. And then let's do this again. Just take your finger. This is really an important step. You don't want to skip it because this is really what's going to keep it together when you roll it. It really seals it up. Alrighty, perfect. So then we go from the corners on the left and right, the outside. Pull that together. We make our envelope, pulling up the